The used car lemon law is something that you've been asking about, so I wanted to tell you what your rights and protections are so that if something happens, you'll be prepared. Now, it does seem that sometimes your car spends more time in the repair shop than it does in your driveway or garage. Or more to the point, it has some repairs over and over again. If that's the case, lemon laws might apply to you. Simply put, lemon laws are meant to give you some legal leverage to seek a refund for the purchase of that vehicle or your vehicle, or possibly a replacement, and sometimes reimbursement for the problems. Now, lemon laws are intended to give consumers a solution if the manufacturer has been given ample opportunities to fix a problem and has not satisfactorily done so. Such laws are intended to give consumers a solution to problems that impair the normal operation or the effect of the value, intended use, or safety of that vehicle, but they are not intended to provide a remedy for complaints about the vehicle's fundamental design or other non-critical issues such as squeaks and rattles and minor vibrations or faded paint. That does not apply. But what are lemon laws? The term lemon is often tossed around to refer to any beat-up car, but in actuality, it has a legal definition. And from a legal standpoint, a lemon car is viewed as a defective product and therefore covered under applicable statutes and special lemon laws in your state. And every state is different, so they do vary. And in some states, used vehicles are covered, and in other states, they're not. So the laws apply differently for new cars as well, and it's really important that you check that out. Now, some states may also include motorcycles and RVs in their lemon laws. So how do you know what's covered under a lemon law? Well, the nuance of the lemon law means that if you have a vehicle that breaks down or fails in some way, even frequently, in different ways, then you're probably not going to be covered under the lemon law. The awful truth is that the case is probably that you don't have legal grounds to be reimbursed in such a way. You simply have an unreliable, trouble-prone, or poorly designed car, and not one that's defective in some particular way. You'll want to check with the Center of Automotive Safety in a state-by-state that lists the details for what's covered under the lemon law and contact numbers for information in each state, and that includes your state attorney general. You can also check with some of the other federal government agencies. Now, in the case of a lemon law doesn't apply to you, or if the lemon law doesn't give you retribution you desire, there are often other laws that may apply, so don't fret. But if your car is highly troublesome, but not covered under the lemon law, first try contacting the regional service representative, whether it be new or used, for that manufacturer. Document and request return receipts of all communications, and manufacturers are really most often want to help you. They're generous in their actions, and they want to maintain their reputations, and they want to keep your brand loyalty. How do you file under lemon laws? Well, here are some tips on how to tell if your car might be covered under the state's lemon law, and what you should be doing along with that, and how to take action. They're doing the same repair over and over again, and the vehicle must have an issue that's ongoing and has occurred repeatedly, and you have first given the manufacturer several chances to repair the issue through a dealership service department. Now, lemon law usually applies only after the manufacturer has tried to fix a particular problem 3 or 4 different times, and that depends on your state, and has failed to provide a lasting solution. If your car has had many different but unrelated repairs during the warranty period, then you're definitely not covered by the lemon law. But your best solution in this case would be to contact the manufacturer and inquire about the possibility of a warranty extension at their expense. Now, if it's a nearly new car to you, lemon law only applies during the first year or 2, and that's 12,000 or 24,000 miles depending upon the state. Identification of the problem and all the repair attempts must be made during this period. And if the problem first occurred in the first year of ownership, but subsequent repairs were not made until later years, then the vehicle will not be covered under the lemon law. So it's really important that you know the rules, especially if you're buying a used car. If you leased a car rather than own the car, the lemon law will not apply because the manufacturer or the bank is the actual owner of the leased car, and the lemon law often won't apply to the original buyer, even if the car was bought used when less than a year old. So it's important, again, to know the rules on a state-by-state basis. You have to keep all your documents, document each repair done during the warranty period, and keep all the receipts. I mean, even the littlest receipts. Consumer laws won't apply unless you keep your own records and not rely on anyone else to do that. I would print them out on paper as proof the repairs have been done, and keep copies of the original repair order for each repair, and make sure that the dealership correctly documents that it's the same problem, because that could also lead to other issues, and how long your car was in the repair shop. And in some states, 30 days in the repair shop would mean that you would have a lemon car and you would get it replaced or repaired properly. Also, make sure you get repair invoices for repairs covered under technical service bulletins. Just keep them in a folder somewhere. It's always good to document any issues that could potentially come up in the future as well. Now, you're documenting the issue yourself. Remember, don't ever rely on the dealer or someone else to keep those documents. Print them in paper, put them in that same folder. That can help your case, because if a component of your car that has already been repaired fails in a situation where it puts your safety in jeopardy or causes an accident, document it with pictures, witnesses, and a police report if applicable. Filing a complaint and getting that lemon law process underway again depends on what state you reside in and where you purchased the car. And in some states, filing a lemon law complaint involves no more than just filling out a form online. But in many states, it's more complicated and legal process, and you might need an attorney, or if not, go to the state attorney general. You pay for that in your taxes and it's covered free of charge. But in either case, the advice of an attorney who is familiar with your state's lemon law will increase your chances of getting a full refund. If satisfactory action still has not yet been taken, be sure to lodge a complaint with the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, known as NHTSA. Consumer complaints are the primary signal for NHTSA to launch an investigation on a particular problem, and this often leads to recalls. And if it relates to a safety issue in some way or a technical service bulletin regarding the problem, that'll get taken care of pretty quickly. Also, the 30-day lemon law for used cars means that if a car is being repaired for 30 days out of a year, it's a lemon. However, the nuances of the law vary from state to state, and whether or not the lemon law can be applied to a used car with no warranty depends on the issues that you're having with the vehicle. So here's the bottom line. Never buy a vehicle that says no warranty expressed or implied unless you know what you're doing. And as always, there are no protections when you buy something that way. Again, it's buyer beware. If you like this video, give it a like and subscribe for more videos like this, and check out our car review channel, Car Smarts. You can support me by buying me a cup of coffee, and if you want even more content, check out the links in the description. I'm Lauren Fix. Thank you so much for watching.